I'm reminded of an anecdote I'm very fond of, most notably true with Woody Allen. And it goes something like this, though I'm paraphrasing, but what a world. It could be so wonderful if it wasn't for certain people. That's pretty much the cornerstone of my view on life. And let me tell you right off, I'm not a likable guy. Charm has never been a priority with me. And just so you know, this is not the feel-good movie of the year. So if you're one of those idiots who needs to feel good, well, go fuck yourself. Everyone always accuses me of being such a cold-hearted bastard, but the truth is, I'm a hopeless romantic. You just gotta burrow through all the years of misery, cynicism, disappointment, and heartbreak to find it. Amy broke up with me. I've been such a mess, so confused, trying to sort through all the pieces, figure out what went wrong. I mean, on paper, we were perfect for each other, but life ain't on paper. Your final projects are due by the end of the month. I want serious relationship comedy dramas, all right? Your views on life, sex, love, and death, and anything else you have to say about this great big so what. Okay, be gone, you perfunctory little inchworms. Except you, Rachel. I want to talk to you about something.
Wake up, sleeper.
What's up, Doc?
Hey, Rachel. How you liking the class?
It's okay.
Look, what I really wanted to ask you was whether or not you were perhaps interested in being co-lead of my next short.
Co-lead?
Opposite me, of course. See, I wanted to write a strong female character into this month.
Wait a minute, you haven't written it yet?
No, right now it's only a notion, but I'm working on making it into a concept and later turning it into an idea. So, Rachel, what I wanted to say was, your character would be madly in love with me. It shouldn't be too hard for you. And I'd be sort of lukewarm towards you, and then you'd fall out of love with me, and then I'd fall madly in love with you, and then we'd end up getting married, and no one would love anyone. So, what do you think?
I don't know, maybe. You can let me know when you have a script.
Okay. In the interest of discussing things further, you want to go see a film this weekend?
Oh, I'd love to. Hey, when are you going? And when are you going to see Jack the Giant Slayer? Oh, man, I'd love to see that. Looks amazing.
No. I thought they looked like total fucking shit, actually.
Yeah, right. I mean, we'd go see it to laugh at it. We can go together and laugh at it.
I was thinking something a little classier, Dean, like Jurassic Park.
Oh, I love that one.
Right?
Jurassic Park was a game changer. Both critically and commercially successful, it grossed over $900 million worldwide and nabbed 3 Academy Awards. A defining example of new and old school blockbuster filmmaking. It's a perfect symbiosis between practical effects and computer-generated imagery, which still hold up 20 years later.
That movie is so good. And now it's in 3D, which is awesome.
Not a huge fan of 3D myself.
Right. Yeah.
Me neither, actually.
Or me.
I don't know. I kind of like 3D movies.
I mean, they're growing on me, for sure.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Match point. Max, what's your problem out here? You're normally much better than this. You're like a fish with a headache.
What can I say? I met a girl. She's wonderful. I mean, she's smart and witty and attractive and legal,
Well, what's the problem?
Well, now there's Patricia to deal with. You know how crazy she can be, and on top of that, well, she's one of my students.
There's nothing wrong with a little action on the side, Do you remember Hannah and her sisters? That's triplets. I mean, can you imagine the mathematical possibilities of that?
No. I am dead set against infidelity.
I just think you need to loosen up, It's Y2K13, and relationships are just different now.
Absolutely not. Cheating is just the most vile, contemptible, and immoral thing a person can do, besides cheating on their taxes. Plus, it's hard enough for me to find one girl who likes me, let alone 2.
You want my advice, you take her out, you have fun, and then when one of those relationships fails, you give me your number, right? Just kidding around. I'm not kidding. Pretty serious.
Pretty sure I want to make this one short note to Woody Allen.
I don't really care. You're not going to listen to my ideas on this anyway. Woody Allen is kind of funny,
I
though.
was thinking something more serious. You know, less interiors and a big Hollywood ending.
Maybe you should suck a lemon and fly with pigs in the ocean.
Something like that, but, you know, more heart. Or, I don't know, maybe we could make a mystery. Then we could fill it with shadows and fog, and we could shoot in Manhattan. Murder mystery.
This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard of in my entire life. What time is it?
6 miles.
That's what I thought. I've made a huge mistake.
Where the hell do you think he's going?
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
Another woman?
Would you just calm down?
Calm down. Calm down. Yeah, I'll calm down.
Christ! Don't you think you're overreacting a little bit?
Screw you! All you do is take. You never listen or care about me, you overzealous little shit.
Zealous. Overzealous. I might be a little neurotic, sure, but I think the real problem here is with my apathy.
Ah!
Did you hear what he said to me?
No, actually, I didn't.
Well, I didn't either. I wasn't listening, but it was probably something insulting, that bastard. God, his sole purpose in life seems to be to screw me over.
I think you're being kind of hard on him, Max. I mean, you guys practically finish each other's sandwiches.
Sentences? Oh, no, we don't. I'm like peanut butter, and he's like,
Like jelly.
no, more like,
Oh, chocolate.
God, no. Whatever doesn't go with peanut butter, like fucking bananas. This whole month is turning into a complete catastrophe.
Well, let me tell you a story, Max, that might help. This guy goes to the doctor and says, "Hey, doc, it hurts when I do this." And the doctor says, "Why don't you have him committed?" And then he says, "I need the eggs." Wait.
Whatever.
think I
The
missed.
point is, I just need to buckle down and finish this script. I just have no idea where to begin.
Well, I mean, it's like autoerotica.
Autobiographical?
Yeah.
No, these characters are completely fictional.
Well, you should write about your life, you know? Like the way that art imitates life.
Let me tell you something. Art does not imitate life. It imitates bad television. Chapter 4. April. His life was a mess. His life was a complete fucking mess. 2 years out of college, and all he'd managed to accomplish was $20,000 of debt, 2 failed relationships, and a minimum wage job. No, it's too depressing. Don't want to be depressing. Chapter 4. April. He was a hopeless romantic. True love for him was the answer to life. He knew that he could bear his crappy job and predicament in life if he only had someone to share it with. No, it's too corny and sentimental. Let me try this again. Chapter 4. April. The women loved him. All 5'3" and change. Ooh, I like this. His hardest decision each day was which woman he'd bed that night. And while his so-called friends said he was delusional, they were obviously just jealous of his sexual prowess. Life was his oyster, and it always would be.
At that point, she said, "That's what she said," and her whole argument really just fell apart.
Hey, Nick. Would you like to meet my friends? This is Jerry and Ben.
It's Tom. Tom.
Tom, I don't know why I keep calling you Ben. Anyway, these guys make short films in town here, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we just love making films. I mean, it is just such a transcendental experience, and it's just really vivacious. And it's super.
I don't know. Most of the time I don't have much fun, and the rest of the time I don't have any fun at all.
But don't you love causing such wondrous cachinnations? I think it was Mark Twain who said, "Against the assault of laughter, nothing can stand."
Well, I've always said that if my films made one more person miserable, I'll have done my job. So.
Well, we should probably be heading inside. Don't want to miss the picture. Nick?
I don't want to say it wasn't a pleasure meeting you both, but it wasn't.
Well, you should just open the Nick Maplethorpe Charm School.
What? What did I do? Those two? They're just a couple of pseudo-intellectual shitbirds who are spouting off nothing more than verbal mastication.
Hey, don't knock mastication. And besides, these guys might be able to help us with our projects.
Do you believe this shit? I mean, who does he think he is?
You know I can hear you, right?
And who are those two clowns? Am I supposed to be afraid of being replaced? Am I supposed to watch what I say like some sort of paranoid bitch?
I don't think you're paranoid. In fact, I think you're the opposite of paranoid. I think you walk around with the insane delusion that people actually like you.
Oh yeah? Well, go have fun with Dick and Dick. What the hell was he wearing anyway? Did you see it? He looked so ridiculous. And where the hell is Rachel at? Don't you just hate it when someone says they're gonna be somewhere and then they don't show up? Or even worse, they're late. It's just so inconsiderate. Huh?
Who are you talking to?
No one? What are you doing here?
I was just keen to catch a flick. You know? Are you free? What's the scoop?
Apparently nothing.
Well, I might have something for you.
To love is to suffer. To avoid suffering, one must not love. But then one suffers from not loving. Therefore, to love is to suffer. Not to love is to suffer. To suffer is to suffer. To be happy is to love. To be happy, then, is to suffer. But suffering makes one unhappy. Therefore, to be unhappy one must love, or love to suffer, or suffer from too much happiness. I hope you're getting this down.
I never want to get married. I just want to get divorced.
Whatever works.
Did you know there were dinosaurs?